Okay, welcome in social online class, everyone. Today's topic goes like this. What is secularism? Especially major topic goes like this, secularism and our pilgrimage site. धर्मनिरपेक्षता र हाम्रा धार्मिक धार्मिक साइटहरू अथवा धार्मिक स्थलहरू है धार्मिक स्थलहरू सेकुलरिजम धर्मनिरपेक्षता and our pilgrimage site हाम्रा धार्मिक स्थलहरू. This is the major topic available in lesson 3.4. Okay, and now let's go ahead. Okay, what is secularism? What is secularism? Our nation is secular state. All of you know. Okay, you know that our nation is secular state. But before before declaring Nepal as a secular state few years back by Nepal government, Nepal used to be known as, Nepal was constitutionally one of the Hindu kingdom of this world, one of the Hindu state of this world. The Constitution of Nepal 2048 BS had made the provision in the constitution that Nepal was Hindu kingdom, or Nepal was made Hindu kingdom. Nepal was declared Hindu kingdom by the Constitution of Nepal 2048 BS. The Constitution of Kingdom of Nepal 2048 BS. But that provision, constitutional provision, the provision made in a constitution in 2048 BS has been overthrown by the movement launched in 2060 by the 7 political parties of Nepal, political parties such as Nepali Congress, Nekapa Emale, UCP and Maoist. At that time, Maoist was there, its name was UCP and Maoist, and so many other political parties, Rashtriya Prajatantra Party and so on. So many other modest-based political parties, they jointly launched a movement against, against the one of the step taken by the ex-King Gyanendra of this Nepal. Ex-King Gyanendra Shah. There took place palace massacre in Palace of Nepal in Singhadarbar. You know that. There took place massacre. One massacre you might know. And in that massacre, the then King Virendra and his all family members were murdered. And who murdered them, still it is mysterious. So nobody has got any proof. You know that. And nobody has been till now caught for that actually murder case as well. Till now, those actually criminal aren't found yet by the Nepal government. Such actually incident took place there in a palace of Nepal, and all the family members of King Virendra were murdered there. Afterwards, King Gyanendra became king of Nepal, and he tried to, re-establish the partyless panchayat system. How his actually one father, the then King Mahendra, had established partyless panchayat system in 2017 BS. He had launched in 2017 BS and had continued up to for 40 years. Only in 2046 BS one movement was launched by political parties of Nepal jointly together. It is known as mass movement first as well, Jana Andolan Bhagek as well in Nepali. Okay, that movement had abolished the partyless panchayat system and had established multi-party democratic system. You may not know this history, political history of Nepal. Afterwards, there was established multi-party democratic system by abolishing the 40-year-long partyless panchayat system. During the partyless panchayat system, when there was panchayati ruling system, political party didn't have any right to run their movement, rallies, political program, political training, and so on. All the political party, secretly used to run such program, rally, training program. Most of the top leaders used to stay in Delhi, India, and so many other parts of the states of India, and they were moving there, running their, anti-panchayati movement against the actually the then King Mahendra and even the then King Virendra, because Virendra was after the death of King Mahendra, Virendra became the king of Nepal, and he was also there as a king during the Panchayat. And still he is praised that he got ready to accept the multi-party democratic system and even got ready to that abolish the partyless Panchayat system from Nepal by listening the voice and demand of the people, will of the people, in 2026 there. Such history is there, Afterwards, there was established multi-party democratic system. Again, there took place the Palace Massacre. I have told you already. Because of Palace Massacre, King Virendra and his all family members were murdered. Then King Gyanendra became active. He tried to re-establish the partyless Panchayat system like his own father, the then King Mahendra. So political party again, that launched a joint program, joint movement that continued for 19 days in Nepal in 2062, Chait to Baisakh, since Chait to Baisakh, 19 days, there we run that movement all over the Nepal, across the Nepal, and finally that could abolish the monarchical system from Nepal, the rule of the king from Nepal, because of the direct rule launched by the ex-king Gyanendra, who is still in Nepal, okay, he is still in Nepal, but he doesn't have any right. Now he is ex-king, there is not rule of any king. At present, Nepal is what sort of nation? Nepal is secular state. Nepal is, Nepal is, it is called republic state. Republic state means where one be the rule of any king. There will be the rule of daughter and son and daughter of ordinary citizen. Wherever is rule of, wherever is formed government by son and daughter of ordinary people. So system is known as republic system. At present, there has been already established republic system. You might know in 2065, 15Z, 2001, 15Z, 2065 years, Nepal has been declared as a even republic state, and because of that very political movement, which is known as Jana Andolan Bhag Dui in Nepali, in English, mass movement, to that could abolish the rule of king monarchical ruling system from Nepal, and even King ex-King Gyanendra has been made completely powerless. Now he is like us, he is also ordinary citizen like Nepalese people, and because of the force of the very movement, Nepal has been even declared secular country. Okay, I have given a bit long lecture on the history of the secularism. Don't feel bored because it was to tell you, otherwise you won't understand what is secularism. Okay, why it was actually launched here. I have told you already. The Constitution of Kingdom of Nepal 2048 years had declared Nepal as a Hindu kingdom. But you know that in Nepal, there aren't living only Hindu people. You know that there aren't only observed Hindu festival. Nepal is actually such a country where is multicultural, where is multi-ethnic communities have been living, where are spoken of more than 125 languages. Because of this all fact, social fact, cultural fact, that Nepal has been declared even secular state because of the force of the mass movement launched by the political party, especially to abolish rule of the king from Nepal. Okay. Now, if I try to define now what is secularism, you might understand. Lajima, Yes, now you might understand. Look here, hey, what is secularism then? If such history is there, to declare Nepal, there was launched mass movement too, which continued for 19 days, finally abolished the rule of king and even declare Nepal republic as well as secular country. Yes, because of that reason, because of such history, then what is secularism? Look here, eh? I have browsed some definition of it. The principle of separation of state from religious institution. Any institution, any organization, any school, college, university, political parties, and government offices, and even government of a particular country, if it is actually wrong without influence of any religion, if such situation has been created there on the basis of principle of that actually principle of what to say secularism, or on the principle of on the principle of separation of the state from the religious institution, is known as secularism. You understand? Yes, principle of separation of state from religious institution. You may not know, that what is the history there in the world when there were not political parties, or when political parties were powerless at that time. In European countries, there was influence of Christianity, and church, pope, and religious leader related with the Christianity used to rule as if they are local leader, they are district level leader, or they are central level leader. Such situation was there. Even in the European countries, such situation was there. And regarding our Nepal, in the context of Nepal, Nepal was being ruled on the basis of, to some extent, Hinduism, up to 2060 to 63 BS. This actually secularism actually separated the Nepal from now Hindu religion. Now Nepal's government activities can be based on Hindu religion, Hinduism, and so on. Look here, another definition is also here. Secularism means, no discrimination against anybody in the name of religion. If there is a created situation in the nation that there won't be any discrimination among the different religious people, different people following, practicing different religion. If such environment has been created there, we should be sure that there is secularism. There is, that country is secular country. Yes, philosophy or doctrine that rejects religion. Secularism is a philosophy or doctrine that rejects religion. What does it? What sort of philosophy it is? It is the such philosophy which rejects religion, and it actually do not want to see that any country's government, that giving preference to particular religion. Yes, there shouldn't be any state religion. The government should be actually away from religion. Government's responsibility is to look after, promote, develop, publicize all the religion existing in the country. This is the philosophy, which is known as secularism. Look here, regarding secularism, secularism is the attitude that religion should have no place in civil affairs. There are so many government offices, government officials, civil servants. Their, that affairs, their works, their actually activities, while they will be providing us actually state facilities, government facilities, there shouldn't be, there shouldn't be influence of any religion in their work. Okay, secularism in this way give preference that there shouldn't be given preference on any religion by government. In the case of Nepal, in the present context of Nepal, Nepal government nowadays doesn't give any preference to any religion. But before 2048 BS, government had declared Nepal as a Hindu kingdom. Therefore, Nepal government is to allocate the huge amount of budget, okay, huge amount of budget to, promote and publicize and develop the Hindu religion. Okay, now let's go to the next topic. I actually gave a long time for that first slide, first subtopic. Now, history of secularism. It is the history of the secularism of this world. I have told you the history of the secularism of Nepal while describing the first subtopic. Smriti, look here, history of the secularism. State used to include religion in their political affair in the past. I have told you a little bit when I was describing first subtopic. State used to include religion in their political affairs in the past, even in European countries. European countries are far less developed than our countries. Okay, most of the countries are advanced countries. They are developed countries. They are, although there was influence of their religion, especially their one religion, it was Christianity. Even in the Gulf countries, there are so many actually Muslim countries where are followed, practice Islam religion. Still, so those countries and government of those countries are, that seriously affected with the principle of, Islam religion. You might know, you might have heard about the Gulf countries. Okay, look here. Churches used to work as a local administrative unit there in European countries, wherever Christianity used to be practiced and followed by the people. Local administrative unit means like municipality, village executive. In European countries or those countries where Christianity used to be practiced before, many years back, many decades back, we can say, there, those churches used to work as an administrative unit, like our ward office, municipality office, and religious leader related with those religion used to work as our representative, our local leader. Such situation was there. We are talking about, we are analyzing the history of secularism, don't forget. But in the 18th century, what happened there? Thinkers, sorry, philosophers attacked religious authorities. They started to write their opinion that they started to express their opinion that there shouldn't be influence of any religion. I mean, influence of any religion on state affair, affair of the government. If government actually give priority to particular religion, then rest people who follow other religion who have been practicing other religion do not feel easy in the nation, do not actually feel, cannot develop ownership on the government, existing government of that particular nation. Because of this very problem, in 18th century, there took place the, that intellectual revolution. It was led by thinkers, philosophers of the European countries, and they finally could succeed. They got success to separate the state of their government from the religion, especially the Christianity. Okay, look here. First time U.S. Constitution so enshrined secularism in 1787 AD. Look here, it's 2021 AD. Yes, U.S. Enshrined adopted secularism, declare U.S. as America as a secular country in 1787 AD. Think yourself, if our Nepal was also declared secular country in 1787 AD, how much our Nepal would have already developed? You can simply imagine that. Even religion can be also, obstacle for the development of the nation. Keep in mind. So any government of any nation shouldn't give priority to particular religion, so shouldn't ignore rest. Because people follow different religion, people have a fundamental right to practice any religion. Nepal was declared a secular state on 4th Jet 2063 years. I have told you already, there was launched one movement in 2063 BS. It is known as mass movement to in Nepali Jana Andolan Bhag 2. It was launched by the 7 political parties in order to abolish the direct rule launched by the ex-king Gyanendra. At that very time, meanwhile, what happened? Political leaders even declare Nepal is a secular state because it was the major agenda and demand of even underground political party of that time. It was Maoist. It had, the seriously demanded that Nepal should be declared as a secular state. Otherwise, insurgency, Maoist war could be continued. But Nepal was actually declared even secular state in order to stop the violence, insurgency, Maoist insurgency as well. Okay, such history is there of secularism. Look here, list of secular countries. Is our Nepal only secular country? No, you are wrong. Is only America a secular country? If you are thinking so, you are completely wrong. There are a number of countries which has been practicing secularism and have reached in its actually climax in terms of development. Look, some countries, Angola, it is secular country, Benin, secular country, Botswana, secular country, Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon, you might have heard, but this country's name, Central African Republic. Have you heard any actually insurgency, conflict, violence took place in this country at present? You haven't heard because these countries are to some extent developed countries as well. On the other hand, these are especially secular countries. Their neighbor take place, that any sort of conflict and violence, that any sort of actually problem in the society, in the nation, in the name of religion, because these countries are secular countries. Government of this country never actually discriminate any communities if they follow the different religion. Central African Republic, Chad, Democratic Republic of Congo. Congo is
But
also
Nepal is not secular country.
Nepal is secular country. I have told you already. On 4th Jet 2063 BS, Nepal has been
तर
also
अनि यहाँ त नामै
declared
छैन
as a
त
secular country. Okay. Why Nepal has been declared secular country? I have told you long history. Okay. Don't forget. Nepal is completely secular country now. Yes. Nepal government at present isn't giving priority to particular country. It has been allocating budget for every religion these days, for Christianity, for Kiratism, for Hinduism, Buddhism, any other existing religion which you may be practicing. For all of them, Nepal government nowadays have a compulsion to actually allocate the budget for their development, for their actually publicity and so on. Because you might know, for the nation, for the government, every religion, every culture, all sort of a culture, tradition, religion are the heritages of the nation. Government has to develop the positive attitude to it towards these. Okay, it didn't have, but it has. Government has already declared Nepal as a secular country. So nowadays, such actually discrimination hasn't taken place here. India is also secular country. Look here, India is far developed than our country. Mali is also another such country. Secular country. Look here. Now regarding the constitutional recognition, what sort of provision has been made there regarding secularism? Yes. Look here, according to Article 4 of the Constitution means present Constitution of Nepal. Nepal is an independent. It is mentioned in the Constitution, right? Keep in mind. Nepal is independent, indivisible, sovereign. Are you listening? Secular, inclusive. Nepal is secular country also, inclusive country also. नेपाल भनेको चाहिँ एउटा समावेशी देश हो inclusively. Socialism oriented federal country. Nepal is federal country too. According to the principle of federalism, Nepal has been already divided into 7 states. You might know. Province number 1, province number 2, Bagmati province, that Lumbini province and so on. Socialism, that Nepal is socialism oriented. This is also very vast term. Okay, socialism It means there will be actually given priority to all the citizens by the government. They won't be only the given priority to rich people only. Poor people are also given priority. They are also given facilities. They are also given special care by the Nepal government in near future. A democratic republican country. Nepal is democratic country also. It means there is democracy as well. Nepal is a republican country also. There isn't existing any rule of the king at present. Nepal is sovereign country also. Nepal government has actually right to decide on its internal matter. There shouldn't be any interference of neighboring country like India and China and other countries. Nepal is indivisible, means Nepal like विभाजन गर्न सकिँदैन. Nepal can be split. Nepal any part can be split into another country. It means independent means that Nepal swatantra sir. I'm trying to actually give you the meaning of every term which has been mentioned in a constitution. This actually Article 4, where has been used so many political terms, among them secular is one term. It is known as Dharma. It actually, this very provision mentioned in actually made in a constitution of Nepal has declared formally Nepal is a secular country. Now Nepal is secular country. We are from the secular country, one of the developing country. Okay, look here. Provision of right to religion in Article 26 to promote and publicize and to strengthen the secularism in Nepal. There has been made the provision of right to religion, dharma ko adhikar. Okay, in Article 26 as well in Constitution. And what is right to religion? I shouldn't describe for you. Okay, there's left just 3 minutes to, so it will take a long time. I mean, you are free to follow any religion, practice any religion. We can change other religion. Look here, one thing keep in mind. We can follow any religion, we can practice any religion, but we can forcefully change other religion. Suppose you are following Hinduism, I can actually make you, I can actually force you to change your religion and can make you Christian or actually Islam. Okay. We can follow and practice any religion. You know that. It is known as right to religion also. The state can't have any state religion. The state shouldn't have any state religion. It is the actually provision. It is the actually provision mentioned in Article 4. Okay. I have told you already regarding that. Look here. Finally, there is left 2 minutes only. Smriti, pay attention to me. Nepal's religious sites. Look here, Nepal is a secular country now. Yes, since 4th J 2063 years, Nepal is secular country. Therefore, nowadays these all religious sites has been getting the so many actually budget from the Nepal government to promote these for their actually publication of the actually promotion and development. Look here, Bodhanath Stupa. Okay, represents the Buddhism. Gosai Kunda represent Hinduism. Lumbini Buddhism. Monokamana Temple Hinduism, I think. Muktinath, Swayambhunath, Pashupatinath Temple, Pathivara Temple. Look here. These are actually temples which are available in Nepal. Also prove that Nepal can be a actually Hindu nation only or nation belong to Buddhism only. There are existing many kind of religion in Nepal. More than 10 religion are being practiced by Nepalese people. So, Nepal has been declared secular country. It is logical, I mean to say that. Look here, Pathivara Devi, you know that. And this actually statue of Pathivara Devi, Pathivara Mata is erected there in a Pathivara temple in Taplejung. Look here. Look, another picture I want to show. It is Pashupatinath temple. Yes. Yeah. Represents Hindu people of Nepal. Yes, promotes Hinduism. Next picture, look here. It is Buddha Sutta temple. Lies in Dharan Sunsari. You might have also visited there. Also, people think that it is related to the Kirat people, Kiratism. But each and every community is visit there because there is religious tolerance in Nepal as well. Therefore, Nepal has been declared a secular country. Okay, this much for today. Thank you. You listen me very carefully. Okay. Have a nice day ahead. There's left less than 1 minute. So let me stop sharing the screen. Thank you. Do easy question, difficult one, leave for me. this much for today. See you tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.